Welcome to the official personality guru. ENFJs often do enjoy reading, but may not find the time to read as much as they would like. They love to learn and probably spend some time researching new things on the internet. If an ENFJ gets enough alone time, they will enjoy curling up with a good book. Reading outside in a nice natural setting is something that the ENFJ would enjoy. They may enjoy reading to others as a way to make everyone feel included. ENFJs are often very busy individuals, rarely being able to stop and read as much as they would like. Today, let's talk about the must-read books for ENFJs. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the official Personality Guru and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. ENFJs, often touted as the inspirers of the typology community, enjoy books that give them a sense of meaning and understanding. They crave books that plant them in other people's shoes and show them a new way of existing, feeling, and responding to life. As intuitive, they are often drawn to stories rich with symbolism and philosophical insights. ENFJ was split between loving grand, emotionally resonant stories and inspiring, profound non-fiction works by self-help gurus and psychologists. 1. The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. This story follows an unnamed man who returns to his childhood home for a funeral and recalls a magical struggle he was involved in as a young boy. Although many years have passed since he lived there, he is drawn to a farm at the end of the road. Here, many years ago, he encountered a fascinating girl, Letty Hemstock, who was wise beyond her years. He hasn't thought of Letty in decades, yet, as he sits by the pond, a pond she claimed was an ocean, the past comes flooding back, bringing with all its mysteries. 2. Essentialism by Greg McKeown. Have you ever found yourself overwhelmed by an excess of information and tasks? Do you feel overworked and uninspired? Do you feel busy but unproductive? In Essentialism, the disciplined pursuit of less, author Greg McKeown gives you a systematic discipline for discerning what is essential and meaningful in your life. He helps you get rid of emotional clutter and time sucks that rob you of energy, passion, and resources. ENFJs are driven to live a life of meaning and purpose. Essentialism helps them to prioritize the things that give them meaning without risking financial collapse or wasted time. It's a wonderful book for anyone feeling overwhelmed with life and needing simplification and direction. 3. A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket. A series of unfortunate events follows the tragic lives of three extremely unlucky Baudelaire orphans, Violet, Klaus, and Sunny, as they try to survive their difficult lives in the pursuit of their nemesis, Count Olaf. Olaf is obsessed with gaining their inherited fortune and will go to any means necessary to try to rescue it. Violet, Klaus, and Sunny use their wits, kindness, and resourcefulness to try to stay one step ahead of Olaf, meeting with any bizarre scenarios along the way. For ENFJs, a series of unfortunate events is a reminder that even in the darkest and most desolate moments, there is hope. The dark humor will make anyone laugh, but the story is also comforting. One ENFJ I spoke with said that reading the series helps her to get through hard times and find solace. Another said they like the intricately woven plot points and quirky characters. Reading about how the Baudelaire orphans step into the unknown with courage can help readers to face their demons bravely. 4. East of Eden by John Steinbeck. Set in the fertile farmland of California's Salinas Valley, this rich and emotionally intense novel follows the intertwined destinies of two families, the Trasks and the Hamiltons, whose generations inadvertently reenact the fall of Adam and Eve and the poisonous rivalry of Cain and Abel. ENFJs are fascinated by stories rife with symbolism, rich characters, and conflicts between good and evil. East of Eden dives deep into issues of free will and the perpetual moral struggle each faces every day of their life. The characters are artfully crafted, and the ENFJs will find a lot to mull over in this sweeping, meaningful story. 5. The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. A line from the movie, there are two ways of seeing, with the body and with the soul. The body's sight can sometimes forget, but the soul remembers forever. Everything is looking bright for the handsome young sailor Edmund Dantes. He's about to become a captain of a ship as well as being married to the beautiful Mercedes. However, 4 jealous and corrupted men conspire to have Dantes thrown in prison, in solitary confinement no less. No one has ever escaped from this prison. The Chateau d'Elf before, for many years, Dantes withers away, nearly losing his sanity in agony. Then, unexpectedly, his luck changes when he befriends another prisoner who tells him about a great hoard of treasure hidden on the Isle of Monte Cristo. ENFJ's Love is a story about love, devotion, and redemption, and the Count of Monte Cristo embraces all 3 of these themes. The depth of this story and the way Dumas crafts Dante's inner struggle makes the reader feel like they are there. There are profound, emotionally intense moments where Dantes grapples with issues like emotional depths, moral conundrums, and even the complexity of God's will. The scope and passion of this story will draw ENFJs in over and over again. 6. The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to free yourself from self-imposed limitations and boundaries? Many of the trials and tribulations we experience in life are brought about by our perspectives. The Untethered Soul teaches us how to unchain ourselves from our ego, harness our inner energy, and experience life with openness and joy rather than tension and a need to control. ENFJs appreciate the themes that the Untethered Soul covers with such compassion and eloquence. Themes like letting go, being liberated, being open, conscious, and transcendent. 7. A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine Langley. A Wrinkle in Time is an award-winning young adult novel that won the Newbery Medal in 1962. It follows the life of a young, awkward Meg Marie, her brother Charles Wallace, and their friend Calvin O'Keefe as they go on an epic cosmic journey to find their lost father, a scientist who has been studying time travel. Assisted by 3 eccentric women, Mrs. Watsit, Mrs. Who, and Mrs. Witch, the children travel to the planet Kamazots, where they come to face with a repressed society controlled by IT, a disembodied brain that represents evil. ENFJs will enjoy the epic adventure of A Wrinkle in Time not only because there are varying and fascinating interpersonal dynamics throughout, but because of the way the story blends theology, fantasy, and science. The intuitive mind of the ENFJ will enjoy the way the author crafts a suspenseful young adult story while also touching on deeper and more complex themes than most young adult novels ever broach. 8. Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. This 1922 novel by Hermann Hesse deals with the spiritual journey of a man named Siddhartha during the time of Gautam Buddha. Siddhartha enjoys a nearly idyllic existence, but while on the outside, his life looks perfect. On the inside, he is dissatisfied and feels empty. He believes that his father has passed on all the wisdom he possibly can, so he decides to follow a new path to find enlightenment. Along the way, he meets wandering ascetics, Buddhist monks, courtesans, and merchants. Throughout his journey, he realizes that true wisdom is guided from within. ENFJs will relate to the hunger for wisdom and understanding that Siddhartha also yearns for. As intuitive, they'll be drawn to the way Siddhartha connects various philosophies like Eastern religion, Jungian archetypes, and Western individualism. They will relate to Siddhartha's quest for truth and his search for spiritual enlightenment. How about you as an ENFJ or any other personality type? What are the must-read books for you? Or any recommendations you have in mind? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. 9. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. An Andalusian shepherd named Santiago keeps experiencing a troubling dream. During the dream, a child tells him to seek the treasure at the foot of the Egyptian pyramids. Believing the dream to be prophetic, he embarks on a journey that makes him face powerful emotions as well as interesting and profound characters. Along the way, he learns that he can change his destiny with his actions and that he can maintain hope even when the odds seem stacked against him. ENFJs love the life lessons found in The Alchemist. Not only is the story beautiful and riveting, but one walks away from it with a certain bravery about life, overcoming challenges, being honest, and seeing the beauty in every single day. Before we continue, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. 10. The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. Hazel Grace Lancaster, a 16-year-old cancer patient, believes her short life is already laid out ahead of her, complete with early death. It is hard to feel a sense of magic and wonder when you've always been terminal. But when a surprising interruption to her life in the form of Augustus Waters appears at Cancer Kid Support Group, Hazel's story becomes completely rewritten with new and beautiful possibilities. ENFJs love stories with rich, complicated characters, and The Fault in Our Stars gives them that with Hazel and Augustus. The author of the book, John Green, worked as a student chaplain at a children's hospital and based this book on a cancer patient he met there. He aimed to show people with illnesses and disabilities as richly complex, but also real and relatable. The insights from The Fault in Our Stars are profound. You walk away from reading it wanting to make the most of the day you're in, making newfound peace with the pain in life and becoming more intentional about the moments you have.